Well, my name is Shruthi. I reside at 617 Jefferson Street. As a Hoboken resident for almost 10 years and a recent homeowner, as a parent of 3 children at Brand Elementary, as an immigrant who uprooted my life because of the lure of a visionary education system here in the United States, I am proud to vote yes for the new high school. I don't look at a yes as a vote of confidence for any individual leading the charge, or even the BOE or a specific feature. A yes is a vote for a once-in-a-generation opportunity to advance our children's futures and build tomorrow's citizens. History has taught us that real change rarely comes from making small incremental improvements or papering over cracks. It comes from having a bold vision and not being afraid to take a leap forward at the right time. A timely investment in a state-of-the-art facility enables our children to tackle and address some of the biggest opportunities and challenges of our time, namely keeping pace with the leapfrogging advances in technology, while also navigating a collective social reckoning around diversity, equity, and inclusion. There are 8 science labs and specialty facilities that are outlined in the plan, including a biomedical lab, a science fair lab, and engineering science labs. Our children will be afforded access to cutting-edge technologies that position them for higher education and careers. There's a lot of debate on social media about the aquaponics lab. That lab supports a critical innovation in the battle against climate change, arguably the biggest challenge confronting us today. Investment in sciences are balanced with investments in the arts, music rooms, art rooms, media and theater art classrooms, an auditorium, culinary arts, and sports, providing children a wide range of exposure and the ability to shine in what they're passionate about, rather than just pigeonholing them in what we can currently afford right now. This is not just a high school, as others have noted. It enables our middle schoolers to benefit from the current high school and the creation of a 4th elementary school here at Demorest, with much needed upgrades. This uplifts the entire district, and each child in Hoboken will have the opportunity for a strong pre-K through 12 education. This is a rising tide that lifts all boats. I know there's many people who are still evaluating the pros and cons of the proposal, and I admit I experienced a little bit of sticker shock at the price tag of $241 million. As a side note, I'm a little confused by the repeated references to $330 million. When I'm asked to give the value of my home, I don't add on the interest I'm paying on that mortgage. But that aside, that is the cost and the unfortunate reality of today of building a state-of-the-art facility in an urban area like Hoboken. If you look at comparables in nearby towns, this is unfortunately the cost it takes right now, particularly with increased inflation and supply chain costs due to the pandemic. Translating this investment into tax and rental implications, I think, helps us better dimensionalize this. This is something we can afford. This community can afford this for the future of our children. I hear some frustration around the process and the desire for more transparency. I am not a scholar of the regulation and the processes involved. This seems like reasonable people have done rational things and brought a thoughtful proposal in front of us. Trust the process. It's human to want to know more, but please let us respect the individuals who put their expertise into this proposal. There are some concerns about specific aspects of the plan and what are must-haves, what are nice-to-haves. Some think a hockey rink is overkill, others are aghast that the football field will no longer be on ground level. Some think there's too much emphasis on sports, other things there's not enough. No one idea is right or wrong. We are not going to get the Goldilocks proposal. Let's not fight over the details and lose sight of the bigger picture. Voting yes now does not mean that we have to put blind faith in anybody. It means we're making a strong beginning. This journey will take 3 more years. It's going to require committed involvement from all of us to make sure that the execution translates this ambitious vision into reality. We need to be a part of every step. Not to mention, if we vote no now, there are actual costs. The cost of rents associated with keeping pace with our enrollment numbers, and more importantly, the opportunity cost for a generation of students who will only wonder what could have been possible for them. Our children are watching us now, and it's time to act. Ultimately, this is not a vote on whether the process was perfect or if we agree with every individual design choice. It is a vote to align on the outcome that we want, the best possible future for our children. In any functioning democracy, we can disagree with individual elements of the policy, but still find common ground to do the greatest collective good. Please make that choice on January 25th and vote yes.